How's it going, Dan?
Going pretty good.
Sounds good.
Thanks.
Oh.
It's just you and me, nobody else.
True. Have we ever had... Yeah, we have. The very first episode...
We haven't done it in a fucking minute.
The very first episode was by us, ourselves, and maybe one or two?
Two in the middle, yes.
Because this time we have literally nobody.
There's no Michael, no wife, no sister, no nothing. Not another being.
Liberating.
Yeah.
Oh.
Freeing.
Yes.
Because we were holding back.
Right. It's like... not for the potentially millions on the internet to see, but because there was people sitting there.
Because Mike was sitting on his phone. I was like,
Yeah.
I'm not going to say everything I want to say.
True. Well, those are your feet right
Those
there.
are my feet. Yeah, thanks for grabbing them. So yeah, and then we're actually uploading the week that we...
True, yeah, we just talked about that.
Because I noticed, was it last week's episode? Or we've done it a few times where I'm like, we'll say something, we're like, oh yeah. We'll put a specific thing that happened in the episode, like date-wise or something. I'm like, ooh, that was actually...
Yeah, that was a while ago.
That was off by a couple weeks.
Yeah. I guess because we didn't film last week, my notes are a little that way.
Oh, so they're a little delayed?
There's one thing that's a little delayed. It's okay. You guys know.
The thing is, they might not even knew it was a thing.
Right. That's our job, to bring them the shit they don't know.
A week late.
Right.
A week or two late.
Better late than never. That's what I always say, right? Like I'm doing the clock. Better late than never.
Yeah.
See, it's on now.
8 hours and 7 minutes of filming.
Start. There we are.
But yeah, most of the people probably don't know what we're talking about.
Right.
Some of the stuff anyway. So now they know. At least they're going to work the next day. That's the other thing. This comes out 4 days later or 3 days later after we record it.
Yeah.
So then they'll come in the day after and be like, guys, you guys hear about blah, 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 blah? And they're like, Janet, that was fucking 2.5 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Well, like, yeah, but now I'm informed.
I think the base of what we're getting at is we need more of you guys to watch and subscribe so that we can upload more frequently.
Here's the thing. This is looking at analytics. Yeah, analytics.
Yeah.
I said it. Like the last 3-4 videos get 6 likes and it stops.
True.
Now here's
the
the
like
thing.
count's not where I want it.
Here's the thing. It's whatever, but also not whatever. Okay. I'm gonna get into it. Okay.
We don't beg for likes though, which is good.
We don't, but I'm about to. Okay. If you are logged in and you watch this frequently, like when it comes out every week.
True, because we have family members.
If you are logged into YouTube, hit subscribe. Okay.
If you have a Google account, you have a YouTube account.
Yeah,
if you have a Gmail,
you have it. Just subscribe and liking it, bro. 2 seconds. Not even. Half a second. And you don't even lose time. You just tap it. Tap-a-roo. If you're watching on TV, on your
smart TV.
Like YouTube app on your smart TV, you can like stuff if you're logged in.
Yep.
So, do it. You know what I mean?
Should we take a look real quick?
You on the phone? You could do it on the phone.
The phone's the easiest.
Yeah,
it's literally the easiest.
Phone's the easiest.
I know a lot of you are on the phone.
If you are watching this on a desktop, first of all, what?
True.
I don't know who watches things on desktop. I mean, I guess if they're at work or something, or they got like a second screen set up. True. But if you have a single monitor desktop and this is what you're doing, kind of weird. I'm going to let you know that. A little weird. Still like you. Little weird. Next.
Yeah, the last 3 are all 6 likes.
Oh, yeah. See?
6, then an 8, 10, and then back to 6.
Yeah, what's the deal? It's clearly the same 6 people who are instantly.
It's me.
Well, I have 2 different accounts, so 2 of them are me.
No, so we have 3 of our 6 likes.
3 of our 6 likes. So
because I have a couple accounts, I could go like it too.
That just got real sad.
Yeah, 3 of you.
Sack. It got real sack in here. No, it got real sad.
There's 3, and I can tell you, 3 of you, Josh, B-Town, and Wes, you should be liking this. What is your problem?
I have a mother and a sister who watch it.
I've got a wife.
This is way more than 6.
Yeah.
This is way more.
I mean, we got cousins.
Yeah, I got cousins up the wazoo. I got cousins who want to be in my wazoo. You know what I'm saying? I got those types.
That's all I can think of on the top of my head. That definitely should be.
But if
Sharon, come on.
If you're watching it,
Nick,
click subscribe. Stop lurking, dog.
I think most people of those are subscribed by now.
Yeah, I think the subscription.
It's the likes that aren't coming in.
The likes just it takes 2 seconds. 2 seconds, less than.
Yeah.
Just do it. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe you don't want us to start begging. We'll do this every video.
Oh,
We'll do this before we get to the good
your
stuff.
Ass. Oh my God! I'll PSA the. Oh, I'll do it.
Don't get him angry.
You won't like it when I'm mad.
Moderately.
When I'm moderately mad. When I'm ticked. Is that a new one for you? Ticked. He's ticked off. But yeah, just click like, dude. Just hit
if you are
subscribe.
not getting the news soon enough, like I said, show it to a friend who shows it to a friend. We get huge, and we can start uploading A, more frequently, B, directly after an event, maybe before an event, to get you ready for the event. Who knows?
Just hit like, dog.
Come on,
dog.
Quit dropping the ball.
Stop being not my dog. I
can't believe we're 3 of the likes.
I appreciate the view. Yeah, I got my really old account.
I should do that because I only do it on my Impeccable Victory channel. That's my logged in.
I do it on the one that my actual like gaming channel gives it a like, and then my like old personal one. I'm just like fuck, I throw it on there. So it turns out we're half of the likes for most of the videos.
I don't think our channel likes our own videos. We should probably do that. We can do that easy.
Yeah, so just...
you should do it because it's even easier. We're trying to do multiple accounts here, and you guys can't do one?
Yeah, I'm literally I mean, it takes half a second.
Yeah, there's your case in point. Yeah. You're switching accounts, and it takes you a half a second to do multiple likes. Boop, boop, just do one. You're watching the video. Do it now. If you haven't done it now, now we have real issues.
I'll fucking wait.
You think they did it yet?
Sorry, you said that too fast. What'd you say?
You think they did it yet?
Oh, no.
Did you like the video?
There's a couple older folks that are
they're trying to find it?
Fuck. Siri, how do I do it?
Can you imagine some of the older folks? I don't know if any of these people are sitting at their desk shouting, fuck, where's this like button? Get their younger coworker.
Janet, how the fuck are you supposed to...
I don't think
they're not going to continue the podcast if you don't fucking teach me how to do it.
I don't know if they're swearing this much, but I hope they are.
I hope they are. I hope they work in that type of environment where it's just...
Where they can?
And they're smoking.
What is this, the Wolf of Wall Street?
Spitting on the ground. Did you see, this is a little off, but Noah Syndergaard? Do you see what he posted?
I'm not fucking leaving.
He posted the Wolf of Wall Street when he didn't get traded?
When he didn't get traded.
I'm not fucking leaving.
Good for him.
That was fucking awesome.
That was weird.
So PSA done.
Yeah.
Like, subscribe. It helps us out.
Lets us know we're doing a good job.
Yeah.
Basically.
Because you ain't going to comment. We know that.
Yeah.
I'm on past
For now, I'm off asking for them.
That. Okay. All right.
True, I never thought about that.
The comment thing, I mean, it's
there's
literally
no way.
It's
we said it.
It's you.
Yeah.
You comment something.
I do comment, yeah.
You try to just get something, and everyone's just like...
In my head, it looks like...
Cricket.
At least there's some... Maybe that pushes it into a...
Or I'll respond with like, haha.
But every comment that gets put on the videos through the podcast channel, I'm liking, hearting, and responding. You know? Because that's easy for us to do. And we're doing a lot for you. What are you doing for us? Technically, the view's enough, but we want more. Sorry for that. Sorry for that outburst.
Yeah, you got a little crazy right there. All right, so
into
the podcast, non-PSA, comment, like, subscribe. Oh, hold up. Fucking hit that bell.
I don't think that's going to happen. No, but I agree because a few, like B-Town, for instance, they'll always be like, I'll upload. Like, because
Corn Wizard.
Look at this past episode. I didn't put an Instagram post up.
True.
It'll be like either Thursday, because we usually upload on Wednesday, or later Wednesday, and he'll go, I'll say something, did you like the podcast, or something. He goes, I didn't know there was a podcast. I go, well, we told you it's every Wednesday, pretty much.
Yeah, that's the goal. Yeah.
But I was like, if you can't take 2 seconds to check, because like he wants to watch, hit the bell, and your phone will go, Hangout Podcast just uploaded a video. And you know right then and there.
Yeah.
So, because typically I think it comes
up with like a watch later thing. So you don't even have to, click it to like Like save it for you. Literally just click the things.
Well, like on an iPhone,
later,
yeah, you just leave it in your freaking notification tab up top. Anyways, like.
Well, I have an Android, and it lets me click watch later, so it saves it in a playlist where
I don't bell anything.
Well, I'm just saying that's what I can do.
Right. You're asking a lot of these people, though.
But I can do that on my Android. That's 3.5 years old.
Well, the app still is
with a non-upgraded UI, not the current UI. That's how easy it is. I mean, literally, if you want it, so it's like
talk to them. They're the ones not doing it.
We've said enough.
True.
You just better do it. Okay. I'm watching you. All right, what you got for us, Brad?
So getting into my news that's old news at this point, Fortnite World Cup.
Yes.
Stuff.
Old. It is old news.
Yeah, because last week it was happening. But the funny thing is, this news isn't that new, and I don't think you even know about it. I guess first off,
is that new, or is
that new?
Is that new?
It's regarding to. It's not directly related, but it's interesting.
Yes.
But so Fortnite World Cup, I'm sure because everybody heard about it. Like I had coworkers like, "Did you hear about that kid that won $3 million playing Fortnite?"
Watched it live.
Yeah, I watched it happen. Knew about it for a year that someone was going to win that much money. $36 million was actually given away.
Yeah.
So yes, for those of you that don't know, Fortnite had a tournament last weekend called the World Cup. They gave away $36 million, $30 million for their competitive, 15 to duos, 15 to solo players. Some players double qualified. As long as you qualified, you got $50,000.
Just for qualifying. And just to let you know, that's what 40 million people went to qualify.
Attempted to qualify.
40 million people attempted to qualify.
And
the top 100 solos made it in. So top 100 players out of 40 million. And then same with duos. I don't know how much for each one, like how many people attempted, but there's 100, the 50 best duos.
Teams, yeah.
Yeah, best teams qualified.
Also, on top of the 50, which it's not that much, but it's still more, to each qualifying week, there was a prize pool.
Yeah, there was a prize
pool.
So,
like, if you won the qualifying, which in some regions was the only way you could get in, you won, I think it was 5,000.
Yeah.
Another 5,000. But, like, one of the one European team, they qualified like 4 weeks. I believe they still get the prize pool, but obviously only one ticket in.
Yeah,
so then it goes like down the standings.
Yeah, no, it'll skip the.
But they
team
still
that already qualified, but they still get that.
They still
prize
get the
money.
winning because they actually did win that weekend's tournament.
Yeah.
So that that team could have won at a minimum something like 65, 70 grand, and they did better than top whatever. So I'm sure they got more than 50 grand anyways. So that's what the World Cup was. It was intense. A 16-year-old kid won $3 million.
Yep, Booga.
Killed it.
And he almost doubled second place.
Destroyed.
Just absolutely.
He's on the crazy rise now ever since.
Yeah, he's been blowing up like crazy.
And
then, was it Aqua and Nyrox?
Yes.
Won the duo.
A European...
yeah, I don't know what
duo?
country they're from, but they're European.
So my news is actually about them.
Those two.
On Thursday, on Twitter, I saw Nyrox of Aqua and Nyrox. I don't want to say he dropped, but he dropped Aqua as his teammate. He was searching for a new duo partner after winning World Cup as the best duo team in the world, and is looking for a new
Which
teammate.
is also weird because Aqua qualified for solos, Nyrox did not.
Oh, really? So
Aqua played.
Therefore, believably, Aqua is better.
Believably, yeah. Who knows exactly?
Now, it didn't come out, but I believe there might be a reason behind it. Back to the story before I get to that. He ended up getting a new partner, and it's Stompy, who was the ranked favorite. Yeah. Him and his duo Tishkin were the favorite in duos. They didn't win, but and going back again, I want to know note another crazy thing about this World Cup. 40 million people, 100 players in solos and duos. Now there was crossovers, so I don't know exactly how many players there were. Let's say 180.
Something like
or
that.
Or no, it'd be 50, 100. Let's say like 130. Mm-hmm. The average age of these players was 16.8 years old.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Because there's like 13-year-olds. Like
14 was the cutoff.
14 was the cutoff. Okay.
14. There was 14-year-olds.
Winning money.
King's 14.
Yeah.
And he won...
I think he was at 900,000.
900 grand. 14-year-old from Brazil.
Argentina.
Okay. Something. So, yeah. I think the oldest player was 24.
Wow. Still.
What's his name? Psalm.
He came in second.
Second for solos. He's the oldest at 24.
Okay.
And they were calling him like the grandpa of the
at 24.
So Aqua and Nyrox have split. Uh-huh. Now Nyrox is with Stompy. Now, I don't know if it was confirmed. Really quickly looking into it, I believe the reason is because I noticed when I checked Aqua's Twitter, he dropped their org. And I'm wondering if either Nyrox is just loyal to the org or the org was like, you can't play with him anymore, he screwed us over. Because it seems like he got publicity from getting first in World Cup, dropped his org, is looking for a new org.
Yeah.
And they're like, piss off.
Yeah.
So that would be my guess as to maybe why, because otherwise I don't understand why in the hell you would say, hey, we're named the best duo squad in the world. I don't want you as my teammate. It makes no sense.
But then again, granted, they had a terrible start, clutched up in the later games, and they didn't. It wasn't like with Booga where it was like they ran away with it.
Yeah, but
still that's. But hey, then again, I
mean, and Stompy's amazing, so it's not like.
But then again, duos are going to switch up, and that, if you know that.
Of course, duos are going to. But when you're the number one, it feels ridiculous.
But that's like Kawhi, he left Toronto.
I don't know, I feel like this is a little different.
But they won, and you know that these other teams are going to form to try and take you over. You got to, you kind of got to.
Yeah.
They're going to. Super duos were going to probably come out of that.
Yeah.
Not that the weaker of the two duo partners was garbage by any means, but there's clearly kids who are just above and beyond.
But like you said, Aqua solo qualified.
Oh yeah, no, clearly Aqua. I mean, it's believed that. I mean, at least from what I saw, that he's
better,
probably better. But who knows? Maybe he's not running the.
I just, it was insane that I heard that, and I saw Courage on Twitter was like, "What? Is this a joke?"
You and both win $1.5 million.
Yeah, 1.5 mil per.
And you're like, I need a new guy.
I'm good.
I need a new partner.
That guy sucked.
Yeah, we're number one in the world. I need a different guy.
Yours / my favorite team, 100 Thieves, got 3rd and 5th in duos, which was pretty dope.
2.7 mil
combined.
Yep,
that's awesome.
Yeah,
they didn't do too well in solos.
Arkham was doing pretty decent for a minute.
Yeah, but I don't think
he got killed off spawn.
Well, he was landing with Booga, I think.
No. In Westworld or Western Town? No,
maybe he switched up. I saw in the final game he dropped. So that's probably what happened.
Booga changed his
the final game.
The final game.
And so did because he was landing lucky, right?
Maybe. I know Arkham was landing Westworld.
Right, and so Booga was landing lucky, changed his last game, didn't go lucky, and Arkham landed lucky in the last game.
Oh, okay.
So that maybe they didn't run into each other. Because I know, I'm 99% sure Booga was landing lucky, and I know they said he changed it up.
I remember the first game he landed lucky, so yeah, he must have just stayed there until the last one.
Okay, so maybe they didn't run into each other then. But yeah, Arkham is sick. And that video of how he got signed to 100 Thieves is so dope. Through Dr. Disrespect, that's super cool. And he's sick. He was the only player that dual qualified in on West.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Which Cease did that. 100 Thieves had 2 people do that. Double qualify. Cease and Arc.
Oh, yeah. But he just wasn't West. Cease.
Yeah, no, he was on the East Coast.
Okay. But. Yeah. The other thing that happened this week, this isn't old news, is Ninja switched
to Mixer.
Yes.
Mixer.
The Xbox,
which is now it's actually super popular.
Dude, I forgot to tell you yesterday. Did you see he has over 500,000 subscribers? I don't know what it's called. I think it's subscribers on.
Well, yeah, they're giving out free.
Yeah, for the first 2 months I saw.
Yeah, you get a free subscription to Ninja with I guess within the first 2 months because it's literally if you sign. I mean, because it's an Xbox streaming service.
Started as Xbox only. Yeah.
Yeah, but now you can. It's just it's a rival to Twitch.
Yeah.
And if you sign to Xbox Live, it literally is like Ninja.
Oh,
moves,
really?
Ninja moves here. Make sure to get your free subscription.
I haven't noticed it. I did see one thing. I think
popping it up.
Yeah, I mean, it makes
crazy.
sense. Even if they get 20% of that 100K subscribers, they're making money. He's making big money because he had the record for most Twitch subscribers right after Twitch Prime through Amazon Prime was announced, and he had I don't remember what it was, 274,000, I think.
Damn.
And now multiply that by 5, and that's what he made that month.
Yeah, true. So it's. I mean, is that what a Twitch Prime one gives you?
Okay, so he doesn't get that.
Yeah, he doesn't get the full.
The
thing.
typical, the baseline is 250 split, but I think it came out that his split was close-ish to 80%, so he was getting close-ish to 4. So about $1 million that month, just from subscribers.
Not donations, not ad revenue, not sponsors.
Yeah, so there's been a lot of speculation what he got paid to switch to Mixer because there was, like you said, it's a 10-to-1 viewer ratio.
Yeah, Twitch averages 100 million people viewing it a month. Mixer averages 10.
That's what they averaged in 2018, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm guessing, they had to compensate for all the money he was making for Twitch, all the viewership, everything, and they know that going over, it's going to take a hit initially.
Luckily, Microsoft owns it. Amazon owns Twitch, so it's equally large or bigger. So they can give away a lot of money, and it could potentially be a very good thing. But like I said, I believe the floor for his deal has got to be $100 million. They had to give him $100 million check for him to switch over.
I don't think you're probably far off
because
it's got to be somewhere. If you think of all the other deals, so
he got $1 million to play Apex Legends for 4 to 8 hours, something like that. $1 million to play one game for 4 hours.
Yeah. So for the next however long, the foreseeable future.
Yes, every day, or
for him to switch his the platform on which he makes his. It's
if he misses one day.
Yeah, it's not
a week.
It's not like so it'd be essentially like Kawhi switching teams, LeBron switching
yeah,
to a degree. Or actually no, it'd be more like if he switched leagues.
If he switched to the CFL.
Yeah, if the CFL
or no, the XFL that's coming out.
Yeah,
they're
so it's say
it's the same thing. Actually, that's a very good.
Tom Brady went to the XFL.
Yes.
Obviously, they would have to pay him a crazy amount because that's how he the reason he makes that amount of money is because there is 10 million viewers on Twitch or 100 million. So the fact that Mixer has a 10th so far, obviously he's gonna
before he got there, yeah,
he's gonna bring.
Clearly, he has because he has 500,000.
Yeah. So he's gonna bring
a couple days.
He's gonna bring some viewership with him, and I'm sure some people will end up switching over. But
a lot of people are thinking about switching now.
Yeah,
I don't want to say a lot.
It's like if Tom Brady were to switch leagues,
So because of that, I think the base is 100 million.
I guess that's the easiest way to people who don't know what Twitch is and everything, is if Tom Brady was like, yo, I'm out of the NFL, I'm going to the XFL. And people would be like, what?
Prime Tom Brady.
Yeah, prime Tom Brady. Be like, what did you just say?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, 100 million? I mean,
but the problem,
I think it's not far off.
Because the thing is, like, there's a report, and so on his announcement video on Twitter, I commented that. It's like one of my most liked tweets of all time. It's got a bunch of likes. But somebody, because someone said, like, they gave him, like, 20 million. I was like, dude, there's no way it's 20 million. Somebody, and then somebody responded to me saying, like, because it was also a comment under there that he got a 6-year, $930 million contract.
That's too
that
crazy.
Seems...
That's way too crazy.
A little astronomical. But there have been multiple, like, people that are, like, reports say, like... And I'm like, dude, I don't know. There's no way that's true, right?
No way. That he would get up close to $1 billion?
Dude, I know.
I mean...
There's no way.
Because as much as...
It doesn't matter how many people he brings over, dude.
It doesn't matter.
That's so much.
Yeah, no,
but I think 100 million is...
That makes
about
sense.
right to me, honestly.
As crazy as it sounds.
Because like we said, he made $1 million as a single person just from the subscription base on Twitch.
Yeah.
If he can do that again, they're going to make money. They're going to make money on the donations he gets. They're going to make money from other people coming over. So maybe
so it's
100 million can be worth it. And because, like I said, Microsoft's a huge company. I'm not going to say they're going to throw away money, but it's a fairly good investment.
Well, yeah,
when you look at the eSports organization,
I'm sure they probably
eSports
hit some type of, maybe they didn't hit a wall, but the growth wasn't what what they're hoping for. Twitch is still growing.
Yeah.
I mean, Twitch is still fairly newish to a degree. And yeah, so now Mixer, knowing that the stats are 10-1 viewership, they got to make a play.
Like we said,
how do you make a play? Take their biggest fucking guy.
The guy who blew up the platform.
Yeah.
And the biggest game in the world.
Take the biggest dude.
Put him on your shit.
And take him.
Yeah.
And that's what they did. But the other thing is, like, Twitch is going to be fine.
Oh,
they clearly have...
Like we said, competition is good.
So competition is great. But there was... I mean, not to say that Ninja wasn't... he's still huge, but there were some people very close, if not, on certain days, higher than him.
Viewership-wise, yeah,
Tfu's up there.
Beats him many times.
The other thing is, I don't know if Mixer does it, but Twitch gets every major tournament streams on Twitch.
Yes.
Maybe they do on Mixer too, but I don't...
Well, so that when I was saying I've seen people thinking of switching over, Keemstar, the host of the Friday Fortnites, he is in the works of getting it switched over because he has issues with Twitch, and a few other people have voiced their concerns. So the good thing too is it's not like Mixer's some piece of shit.
Yeah,
like
Mixer is
apparently
not garbage,
there are some things within Mixer that are better than Twitch. The thing I like is I have a bunch of free free Mixer points from, like, you get them like from playing Xbox, and even just watching you can earn, which is kind of cool. You can earn to be able to give them back, which makes sense. Like, I'm on your platform. If you give me a minimal fraction of this, only spendable on your website, you're getting it back anyways. Yeah. And that person's getting a cut.
Yeah.
So they have that too.
Yeah, so it's not like... It's almost like... I don't even know. It's just... It hasn't had the...
Exposure.
The same exposure, the same viewership. So people are like, that's the reason. It's like, ooh, Mixer. If anybody goes, ooh, Mixer, it's because I know there's not as many eyes.
Yeah.
But the features and services are, they're right there. They're pretty much the same. And I mean, I've used it for an hour or so trying to figure out all the other stuff. And there's some like crazier like. The way you can interact with chat's a little different, and
yeah, chat's supposed to be better.
Yeah, so there's I don't know. And then the other thing is everyone who's already streaming on Mixer just benefited.
Yeah. Oh, like I told you, like, and some of the smaller guys who aren't killing it on Twitch should move to Mixer. If you start streaming, like I told you in the last episode, you might want to just start on Mixer because you don't have killing it either way. You know?
On Twitch, it's so hard,
dude. So yeah, Twitch is impossible to crack. They were saying so. This was one of the things right as it got announced. I was watching Lupo, Tim the Tatman, Fear, and I can't remember who else it was. Oh, Marcel. Basically, I do work, and they were saying like you could have like 50 viewers and be like on the front page of Mixer.
Well, Mixer also has an up and coming type.
Twitch has that too, like kind of.
But I looked at it the other day, and it's literally there's people with like 10 viewers.
Yeah.
Like there's very small, like viewership channels that they're literally like, hey, check these guys out.
Yeah.
So they're whereas maybe Twitch is pulling from like 100 viewers.
Yeah. But so if like they were saying like you could have 50 viewers and be on the front page of Mixer's Fortnite, 50 viewers on Twitch, you might be like 7 pages deep.
Yeah.
And nobody's going to find you.
Yeah.
It's impossible.
It would take to grow on Twitch, it takes a lot of consistency. You got to stand out. You got to get, it could be you got to get as lucky as someone just hosted you who just was
There's
just
the
like,
other
you know
thing.
what? Fuck it.
There's the other thing. Ninja's not going to be able to host, all these people. There's not nearly as many people to host. Who knows if he doesn't host much, and who knows if he's going to do it now, especially with, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's another crazy thing. And the other thing, when I was watching them, like I was saying, one of the things Fear said is, especially Ninja, because of like his Red Bull sponsorship and like stuff like that, like he's been playing at Lollapalooza this past weekend, and he travels for commercial, this. They're saying like every time, like, because streamers hate to travel, full-time streamers, because every single day one of those subscriptions, because you streamed, let's say I stream on the 4th of August today. I streamed on July 4th, probably not because it's 4th of July, but all those people that subscribed to me on the 4th of July, their subscription is now gone. It's a 1-month subscription. August 4th, I just lost every subscription from July 4th. And if I'm not on August 4th, they're especially with the Twitch Prime ones, it's free, so they might be live on somebody else's channel and be like, oh, my Twitch Prime is available. Subscribe. And now you just lost minimum $2.50. Mm-hmm. And that doesn't sound like a lot, but when we're talking about thousands, and he's traveling all the time, they were saying because he travels so much, getting that bag right off the rip from Mixer, that 100 mil, if we'll call it that, it allows him that flexibility to go do those other things.
Yeah,
which is, like I said, for him more so than anybody else.
Really, everybody else has to grind.
Yes,
you have to grind if you're going to keep up.
Yeah,
which that's the other thing. So we mentioned his first stream on Mixer is from Lollapalooza, which I didn't realize they built him like a whole thing,
dude. Because it was way better than last year. They had a thing for him last year. But like this was like much better.
They built like a whole like setup. He was on like the second floor, and there was like a lounge up there too. Yeah. And there's like people downstairs with other like things going on. And then so he's streaming from Lollapalooza backstage, in the Friday Fortnite tournament,
which gets good viewers,
which gets a ton of viewers, and his partner being the $3 million winner, Booga.
Yeah.
Like what a first stream.
Killer views. And I knew that was going to happen, especially for Booga, because all those big guys are now going to want to promote him and get views from playing with the $3 million champ. Yeah. And it benefits both of them, honestly. You say it like that, but they're already bigger streamers, so they're helping him too.
Oh yeah, if I'm him, I'm trying to play with literally everyone I can to get, that's the thing. As much as you want, you can. As most of them, their fans cross over. Mm-hmm. Some of them got little markets here and there that you can all grab from.
Yeah. The funny thing, I don't know if you saw from when he was playing from Lollapalooza, He has his headband.
Yeah.
Apparently, there's only 3 that are like official headbands.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what makes them different or better because he sells headbands.
Yeah, he sells. You can buy the Ninja.
He was wearing one of them at the Lollapalooza. And someone goes, "Can I get a headband?" Because he was doing giveaways. He was throwing Red Bulls down. He was throwing.
Yeah, I saw some of it. Yeah.
He takes the headband off. He goes, "I'm not even supposed to give this headband away." And he goes, "I don't even think I can give this headband away." And he looks over there, and later he said he got the okay from somebody. But he goes, "Okay." And he throws it to this guy. And he goes, "Don't sell it. That's one of 3." And he goes, "Actually, I don't care what you do with it. Sell it. I don't care." He's like, "I wasn't even supposed to give that away." It's one of 3. And like 2 games later, after the game ends, somebody comes and brings it back to him. They took it from the guy because they're like, "You cannot give this away. It's like one of 3." And they gave him like 20 of his, like the ones that he sells, to throw to them. And he's like, "I'm sorry. He said I could throw it," and all this stuff. I thought it was just super funny and interesting that there's only 3 that
of his which is crazy that his official headband.
His official one, because I mean he used to wear just the like normal one. I think it's just that this one's like the Red Bull sponsored, blah 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 blah. Mm-hmm. Who knows? So that's all.
Maybe I start streaming on Mixer. Fuck it,
dude. I thought about it.
Why not? Why not be easier than Because if you go to
for
Twitch,
anybody out there,
it literally there's so many pages of people, and it's so crazy. Like there's literally pages upon pages upon pages, dude, of people who are just streaming with one, maybe none. They're just waiting for somebody to show up, and it's like you gotta be. And
I don't know. We haven't talked about the story, but we'll talk about it one day. What I went through, it's effing tough.
Yeah, you gotta be consistent, or else you will not see the growth that you want or hope for.
Yeah.
And then to have to be like on for not necessarily it's a show, but you gotta be, you're selling your personality.
Oh yeah, 100%.
But then there's nobody there.
Well,
you're just waiting for that one person. Then it's
I've been there.
There's the one person, and it's like, okay, what's up, man?
So now
and it's like, oh, he's gone. All right, well, back to just play my game. Hope that someone shows up.
And if let's say someone were to start on Mixer, get big, and they find that Mixer isn't getting them enough, and they want to get a bigger audience, who's to say they can't do what Ninja did and switch to Twitch because they think they can get more viewers there? He did it.
True. And then it also, I think it's once you build a steady, like a consistent base,
they'll follow you.
Then you can kind of you have options. Yeah. It's building that base.
Some people were pissed about Ninja moving because you get like badges and stuff. There were people that have been subscribed to him for like 60 plus months.
That's the other thing. Is
5 years or more.
So so I'm guessing they get a refund on.
So that was the other thing is they were like, what do I do? Many people subscribed with a $5 or more because you can subscribe for 60 months in the future.
Yeah.
Some people subscribed the day before he switched over. Mm-hmm. And it's like, well, what happened?
I'm guessing they just...
I don't know, man. I don't think so.
Get that money back?
Fucked.
Really?
I think so. There's no guarantee that this person's even going to continue streaming. What if he said, "I'm quitting, guys"?
That is true.
There's no way they risk.
Can. You could stream. Yeah.
Somebody that gives 60 months is, it's ridiculous, but
for multiple years you can sub for them.
But there's literally a few people out there. I've seen the stories. They have been subscribed to Ninja every month since he started streaming, and that's literally like since almost the very beginning of Justin TV.
Wow.
And it's like 60 plus months. And now they just lost that. And like once you get to certain, like I said, once you get to certain months and time frames, you get more emotes and stuff in chat and stuff, and people. It's all stupid.
Well, that's the thing.
But people,
I can see how you could be pissed, but also it's like,
come on.
It could have always happened. You just didn't think it would.
Yeah.
And it's like, you lost some badges and stuff. I know I'm saying it but if I'm also say I go onto Apex right now and my rank is reset. I'd be fucking pissed. You know what I mean? Like, if I lost, like, my skins or, like, my account got reset or something, I'd be pretty fucking mad.
Yeah.
This is a little different, because all it was is you're
just sitting there watching.
You're sitting there watching them.
Yeah.
But, you know, these people are also interacting and everything. And it's like, I kind of get it, but also, I mean, it's like, come on.
You know, come on, bro.
Come on, bro.
Don't be a whiner, bitch.
I'm not saying that, but don't be a whiner, bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So, yeah. A lot going on, or a lot has been going on in the
video game
world.
Streaming, eSports world, yeah.
Yeah. For all you that don't give a shit.
Yeah, for probably a good amount of you that don't give a shit. But
you need to. I find those people
can't do a newlywed every week. You know what I mean? Can't do a newlywed game every week.
Well, I feel like those people need to adjust their thinking too. I feel like a lot of the people that are like, I don't give a shit, they're like traditionalists, and like they're not conforming. I don't want to say conform to, but if you don't accept these as like video games and these things as like a real, very serious topic and like job for these people especially, then you're just honestly an idiot. I mean, this kid just won $3 million fucking dollars, and you're gonna sit here and say, you know, video games are stupid, blah 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 blah. Like,
well, did you see? I saw videos of people. There's talking about how like all the news outlets were like, and they posted clips of like, because every news outlet was talking about it.
Kid won $3 million,
and it's all like, he had to. They literally are like,
I did
train for Fortnite.
Yeah,
it's like, okay, I'm gonna go quit, and it's like they don't respect it.
It's unbelievable. Like, yeah, that kid plays. I mean, he's still in school.
He even said on Jimmy Fallon, he's like, yeah, I usually warm up my hands for 30 minutes before, and then
people don't understand.
They were laughing, which it is kind of funny. Like, he warms up his hands, but it's also he has to do that.
It's just literally what happens. Like,
and like if you play video games,
this kid is essentially like an elite athlete, but he's good at doing this with his hands.
Yeah. He's just way better, and then but the strategy that goes into it,
so much. People don't understand that either.
And even if you're like, oh, it's whatever, it's just moving your mouse, whatever. But he did better than 40 million people.
Yeah.
So how easy can it be if
try?
Yeah.
Because we were literally just talking about it before we got on. You and I, not fantastic video gamers, fairly decent. I mean, we have
probably say above average,
over 200 wins in Fortnite.
Yeah, it's whatever.
Get on our fucking level. But I guarantee you, at least when this video comes out after it goes viral, because it's going to go viral, but for our original viewers, it's more wins than you have, fuckers. Fairly decent on a controller. Put me on the keyboard like he was doing, and I'll play like one of you guys.
Just switching over, I couldn't. It would take a while to get used to.
It's impossible.
But yeah, so he does his warm ups, and like you gotta you come up with the strategy, and then you gotta be able to think on the fly, and then the reaction time is unreal that you have to have, and that's be able to react with and then also think out everything you're doing. And the other thing is like if people are like, oh, I'm not interested in this is just letting you know. Like, like this shit's going on, and you have no idea. Mm-hmm. You have no idea that it's this big.
Oh, right.
And that's how I feel like, but I'm like that with like Joe Rogan and like other podcasts where like Joe Rogan will have like a random ass guest on talking about God knows what. And I'm like, I've never had interest in this before. I've never looked it up, but I'm just like, let me know. Like,
well, yeah, I know both of us are very similar in that. Like, I just want to I don't need to be an expert. I just want to know, that that's an ideal, that's a thing. I just want to have somewhat of an understanding
and be informed a little bit.
Yeah. And I think I'm open-minded to whatever. Anybody that doesn't, I think is, like I said, they're holding on to these like traditional, like, this is how it's supposed to be, this is how it was.
Off. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like, dude, come on.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah. You gotta, and so as much as we talk about, and we are passionate about like games and stuff, and we find it super interesting. people who don't, it's just like, well, maybe you can find and the fact that you just know that it exists now.
My favorite thing is, and Nick Merckx posted this, I think the day of the World Cup. It's like one of those like cartoon drawn meme cartoons, and it's like and it's a guy. I don't know if let's just say he's wearing like a Bears jersey. Walks up to a kid, sitting on the computer, watching the Fortnite World Cup, and he says, "What are you doing?" He says, "I'm watching them play the World Cup, whatever." He says, "You're watching them play a game. You're not even playing the game." And he goes, "Yeah." And the guy with the Bears jersey goes, "Well, that's stupid." And then he goes and sits on his couch and watches the Bears play the Packers. Yeah. And it's like, wait, you realize you're just doing the same fucking thing. Like, millions of people are fine sitting on their couch all Sunday watching the Bears. People watch the Cubs, and I'm also one of them. I'm not knocking them at all, trust me. But why is that okay? But it's not okay and this literal 16-year-old fucking kid just won $3 million playing this. Yeah.
Well, I used to get in like this. My parents are like, they're different about it now, but when they'd be like, or parents in general, they'd be like, my kid's playing video games.
My parents, I don't even think they're different now.
They're playing video games. They're down there. All you do is play video games. It's like, all you do is watch TV. Yeah. And it takes less. Yeah. It takes less.
That's what I would say too. Like, I'm literally, we are thinking. We're strategizing, communicating.
We're doing there's a lot of shit that, like, as much as it looks like, it's also, I mean, the first thing you think of a video game is like, it's fun. And it is. It's supposed to be fun first. Football is supposed to be fun first. Yeah. They have fun playing it. And then,
it's a game they love, that's why they're doing it.
There's another level to it. Yeah. If you want to be good at it.
High skill.
And, even though, casually we're playing, after work or whatever we're doing, I'm literally like, all right, thinking about, the map layout and where we're landing and where we're doing and what do I got to do? And, like, there's a lot of shit that goes into it that I think just, like, especially the older generation, they just don't know
100%.
It exists. Yeah. They have no idea what goes into it. Especially when, a person I reconnected with recently, Pyro, who I used to play Xbox with from when I was like 17, 18 to like, I don't know, my early 20s. We literally played like almost every day. And we were very good at all, like every game we would play, like we were very good at them and we would play them nonstop. One day I found out his mom thought he was talking to the fucking computer.
The TV.
She thought he was talking to the characters in the game for the years. Like, she just had no idea that he was online talking to people competing.
Wow.
Had no clue. Literally had no idea. And that's the thing, is like Terry Crews does, where like he had maybe not recently, but a few years ago, he was like, he got into it, like he wanted to know what his son was doing. So he wanted to build a PC with him, got into like gaming and like finding more about it. Because literally, if you, I guess it's possible, I don't know how. My parents knew I was talking to people, but they thought, or his mom thought, that he literally was just talking to the characters in the game. Yeah. And if I'm that parent and I think that, I think I got a crazy son.
That's the other thing too that I think with gaming that people don't understand is you are communicating most times with someone else. So like you and I, we're always talking, like, and we're keeping in touch. You had this, we joke around, but like it was like your best friend for 6 years or whatever.
Yeah, it was all literally played.
That you played with every day, talked to him. At first it starts off as like, oh, we played well together, and then it's like communicating in the game, and then like after a week and after all this time, it's like you're just talking about your life. You're talking about whatever you want, what you watch, and
music,
everything. Yeah, it's just your literal friend.
Well, we have R.I.P. We had a friend from Canada that we would talk to.
And that's the other thing. Your friend Pyro. I mean, he lives in California.
Yeah, he lives in California.
And here, you said you met him 16, 17. Yeah. Now we're 10, 11, 12 years later. Yeah. And you reconnected with him. It's would you say like nothing's changed? I mean,
literally
you're still
nothing. We crack the same jokes. I mean, I haven't talked to him in years.
Yeah,
and it's
that's bond. There's friendships that are made. I mean, I don't want to say communication can become better because of, I mean, you're not sitting there watching TV and stuff.
But even if you're not doing the online thing, if you're doing like single player games, there's like a lot of money that goes into goes into making a rich story that's entertaining. It's not just watching a movie. You're literally, and even if you're watching Twitch or you're watching these other things, there's a chat to it. Yeah. So you're communicating if you want. Some people most of the time when
I don't ever chat,
I'm just watching. But it also, I guess it kind of feels like, my dad says this. He always calls movie stars, TV show stars. He goes, "Oh, your buddy was on TV the other day." He's always said it like that.
Yes.
He'll say it to my mom, my sister. He'll be like, "Oh, your friend was on TV." Because that's what they are. I mean, as much as like, that's what these people are, your favorite actors and stuff. They're like, you like watching them because there's something about them. And my dad is like that with TV. He's got like buddies and friends, and he's even going to like go see a couple people from his favorite TV show back in the day. He's gonna go meet them in like a couple weeks.
Currently, he's going in a couple weeks?
Yeah, he's gonna go.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, because he literally watches it all the time, and it's just like he
there's a connection there, and he feels like he knows.
And that's
them.
how like Twitch is. Like, it's watching, whoever you watch on Twitch or Mixer or whatever, YouTube, you relate to them, and they're like your friend almost.
Well, and guess what? You pick to continue watching the ones you do relate to, that you like, that you feel like you would like, that you like the way they talk, the things they talk about, the jokes, blah, 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 whatever it is. Because there's plenty of motherfuckers that I've seen where I go, yeah, I'm not watching this dude. I'm only watching him now because something.
But there's also, there's people who have thousands upon thousands of viewers, and I'm like, nah.
Yeah, 100%.
Which is the same thing with like movies and TV shows. There's some TV shows that are huge that they're not for me.
Yeah.
And it's very similar. As much as it's like, oh, you're watching someone play video games, you're doing probably this. You're doing similar.
I'm watching someone play video games. You're watching a football game. You're watching NCIS for the 74th season.
Yeah,
it's the same fucking
and there's no problem
thing
with any of it.
Yeah.
Just don't. I hate
just
that.
Why is that one pushed down as like a lesser?
Yeah,
like.
Why is watching video games or playing video games pushed down when I mean, there's very little difference.
Yeah.
If any.
Well, I sent you the meme, the guy who tells his son to play Fortnite.
Oh, yes. I showed my parents that.
Dude,
they thought it was hilarious.
It was so fucking funny. I was seriously dying. And I think, obviously, it's more accepted, and you're going to see a lot more of that when, our generation has kids. But like you say, a lot of it, the problem is, I don't want to say the problem, but a lot of that older generation is that, like, video games are stupid, blah, 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 blah. But I do see it, and it's weird. It's weird to me when people like our age and stuff are like saying shit like that, like so dumb. Like, obviously, I'm not sitting here. It's when it's dumb, when I sit here with my skill level and I go, I'm gonna be in the Fortnite World Cup next year. I'm not gonna, clean my house. I'm not gonna go to work. I'm not gonna do this because I think I'm gonna be in that World Cup. That's when it's a problem.
Yeah.
And I feel like people think that's like, I'm not sitting here thinking I'm gonna go there next. Do you think I think that? Like,
yeah,
I feel like
other shit in my life is going on.
I just enjoy this more than I enjoy watching NCIS.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm throwing NCIS on
you're really fucking...
That's the first... I enjoy this more than I watch...
your common CB 257, your CBS...
Well, just anything. Yeah.
ABC common fucking show that's like the other one, you know what I mean? It's just like, there's a ton of people that watched it, and that's fine. Don't hate on...
I prefer to do this.
Like I said, my most watched thing ever is Game Grumps. And they literally just a couple guys who play mostly old-ass games, and they commentate while they play it.
And here's the thing. We are both gamers, nerds, whatever. I can't watch those with dudes.
He can't watch it. But I think it's one of the greatest things that, like, it's one of my favorite things ever.
And awesome. And am I sitting here like, those guys fucking suck. Why do you watch them? You should be doing something better. No, good for you. I can't watch them. I don't care. Good. Yeah. I'm glad you like it.
Yeah. So it's just, I don't know. It's just, but I'm sure it was probably like that somewhat. I don't know, but
it's every
with like TV. Before TV, you know, I don't know. I honestly don't know what people did. I'm gonna be totally honest. I don't know how you fill a day.
Well, that's the problem.
Before TV,
a lot of people did that, and now they're thinking, "Well, we used to do this."
Well, then whatever those kids who came up with TV, they probably only want to watch TV, and that's probably what my parents. I mean, my parents love watching TV. I mean, most people love.
And
watching
video
TV.
Games are fairly recent, and you know it's the big thing, and that's what our generation wants to do.
So I'm sure the parents back then were like, "You can't just be watching this TV."
100%.
And it's like, you even hear that now. You just can't be watching TV. You can't be playing video games. Well, guess what? Back then, you only had 2-3 channels, but that's what they wanted to do. And it's like, gotta go outside. So I hear like, oh, back in my day, we used to go outside. I went outside when I was a kid.
Oh, yeah.
And then as I got an adult, I was like, fuck outside. Clearly. I said, fuck the outside.
Well, yeah, and I think about that too, because obviously I have a daughter.
I'm going to watch a vlog of someone outside.
I have a daughter, and I think there's no way I'm going to be like, and I do believe that I'm not going to force her to do anything or, you know, do something, and I want her to be unique, we'll call it. I just want her to do whatever the F she wants, and I'm not going to say no.
Yeah. I think some parents, I think people have it right with like, you know, you want your kid to go outside a little bit. You want them to not just engulf themselves in the one thing.
100%. It's going to be a healthy level of everything.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm not over here sitting, again, I don't sit up here all day and do it. I get made fun of, in fact, because I don't get on until 10 o'clock at night when there ain't nothing else to fucking do anyway. So why are you, don't come at me. You know, I'm outside playing. I'm in a softball league. I got a softball starting again this Thursday. I'm going to be doing the other shit. And, and you know, she'll be wanting to do this too. So, I say it now that I'm not going to do that. But next thing I know, there's going to be something that comes along in 10, 15 years where I have no understanding. That's the other thing is I don't want to be one of those parents that doesn't get it. I'm going to fucking get it.
Terry Crews.
I'm going to get it, and then I'll form my opinion.
Yeah.
So, but in 10 years, it's not going to be this because it's already up. But like, I don't know if like VR is huge. And then Madison's just going to want to chill in the VR. And I'm going to be like, no, get outside and play.
Or just watch TV in the real world. Watch a screen.
Yeah. So I don't know what that, I say it now, but I don't know what's out there.
Yeah, you don't
and
know
I can't predict the future. But again, I'm going to try to stay always, what's the word I'm looking for?
Open.
Well, open, but I'm going to stay current
and up to date.
Whatever it is.
Hip. You can say hip. With it. You can say hip. With it.
Yeah, I'm going to stay with it, yo.
You can stay woke.
And like I said, and form my own opinion from there. So.
Yeah, and I think that's the other thing is like, and I've had this within like the last, I'd probably say 5 years, where it's like, with movies and other things, I used to just fucking instantly, I guess
like,
judge.
No, I'm not watching it.
And be like, no.
Not for me.
Which I still might do that.
Oh, yeah.
But I used to do it, be like,
it's just a broader range.
That's a shitty movie. I would instantly be like, that movie sucks. Now it's more like, that movie's probably not for me.
Yeah. Well, I think it's, like I said, it's probably a broader range of shit. You're like, okay, maybe I'll expand.
But like even, you know, like, I'm not a car guy. So many people are car guys. And I'm not like, yo, Brad, you're an idiot. You like cars?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a common thing, obviously. It's not a more newer niche thing to be a car person. But it's not for me. You know, certain, you know, TV shows. I mean, we talked about this before. They're just not for you,
yeah.
You know.
Oh, shit, we talked about like first, second episodes. Yeah.
So I used to literally be like, that's a fucking shitty show. Never seen it. You know what I mean? I'd be like, that show fucking sucks. You gotta be an idiot to watch
you, show.
Like Twilight's. I was like, instantly, I was like, that's fucking...
I did too.
It's fucking garbage.
Until...
Biggest movies in the world. I was like, it's fucking garbage.
I didn't know it was a huge movie, but when I heard about it, I was like, what the fuck is this?
And I still haven't watched them. I probably won't watch them. But, like, I get it. Like, I get...
They're
like,
pretty good.
They weren't for me. They might be. But in my head, I'm like, it just doesn't interest me.
Yeah.
So that's why it's like, the video game thing's like, a lot of parents just don't know what go... They just... The other thing is, they talk to their parents. And they're like...
This is bad.
They all go, oh, this
mob mentality.
And then, the one lady's who's a shitty mom's kid is like, he's hooked on it. He doesn't do anything else. And then they go home and they go like, Derek, get the fuck outside. It's like, I only got 1 hour a night. Like, too much.
Well, and the problem...
Or some crazy...
The problem is the extremes are the loudest.
Yes, they're the loudest.
So I'm sure there's plenty of people out there like, I'm fine with it. I just... Well, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to you extreme fucks.
Yeah, as long as it's like...
And that's the problem. Like I said previously, the extreme. The problem is that extreme where I don't go to work and I'm stuck in here avoiding all responsibilities playing video games. That's the problem. But that's the extreme. And then the extreme on this side is the parent who's like, they're the devil's games.
Devil.
Mama said video games is the devil.
It says the devil.
So, yeah. I think it's going to be generally widely accepted.
The other thing is, it's coming.
Oh.
You ain't going to stop
Well, that's what I'm saying is, if you can't tell that this is inevitable, this is the new, that's where it's like, okay, fine, you don't believe it now, but I'm going to be there saying I told you so.
You still thinking there that your DirecTV is the wave of the future?
I don't even have TV.
Dude, it's gone.
I don't even have TV, okay?
And there's no problem if you cling to it. But don't be shocked when DirecTV goes, yo, we're changing everything.
Do you know how many, I don't know the numbers, but I've heard them. The numbers of people dropping TV, it's a lot. Get on the way. No, there's a lot of good things with TV too.
Oh, TV's still, there's still a place, I think. But I think the way you consume is just, it's going to take over. The wave of the Netflix and the...
Dude, there's so much... I didn't know this.
Your YouTubes and everything, it's going to take over.
I heard this today.
Completely. It's already taken over.
My mom told me, which I found very interesting, and I'm not a huge proponent of Facebook, but this is... according to Dan on this show, I am a huge proponent of mass shootings, but unfortunately we had the 2 yesterday. The one in Ohio, they put out like a Facebook message to everybody in the area. I don't know how it worked, if it was just like if you were in a certain radius. They put out
an Amber Alert type thing?
Kind of, maybe. Mm-hmm. It put out a message to anyone on Facebook saying they needed blood for... donors for the victims.
Oh shit!
And my mom said that I don't remember the numbers, but apparently a shitload of people showed up to donate blood for this.
Oh wow!
Well, I was like, wow, that's fucking cool.
Yeah.
And that's another thing that like people are like, you know, the internet, Facebook, and like, you know, these things can be very good and useful.
Yeah, it's just the craziness that you hear about that it turns you. The thing is, a lot of people jump on that and be like, "This is how everything is." And it's like, no.
Well, and the fucking media, man. And like, I'm not a proponent of mass shootings, but I believe the El Paso one, Fox News, apparently, I don't know if it was one article or something on Fox, they attributed in some way, shape, or form video games to the shooting. And it's like, come on. Yeah. That's such a ridiculous, like, and people were like, you know, we were just at the World Cup last year with 20,000 people in an arena, in the video game, everyone's shooting and eliminating. Yeah. In Fortnite, it's eliminating each other. Yeah. And there was more positivity and love and caring than anything.
Yeah.
I hate that.
There's people still
people
fight for
like
that,
it desensitizes them. It makes them believe like it's not a person. Like, no, there's no fucking way, shape, or form that's the case.
And if something like that happened, that kid was
that person's already
there's already
fucked.
Something wrong.
Yeah,
because we've been playing video games for how long? And we play a lot of shooters.
Yeah,
play a lot of shooters.
Yeah,
and not one part of me has I mean, literally nothing. Yeah. I don't like seeing nothing about people getting. I mean, it's still fucking. Oh, you know what I mean? It's a totally.
It's not even close.
Totally different thing.
It's not even.
Not linked.
There's no
for
connection.
Me at least. It's not linked. There's no linkage. No nothing.
Yeah, this person may. I don't know the story.
Yeah.
This person may have played excessively. This person clearly had a fucking problem. Huge problem.
And you think like there's TV shows, there's movies where killing happens all the time.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Police TV shows, literally people.
And guess what? That's more realistic than the video game, anyways.
Exactly, but that's
they're gonna
not.
Say, "Oh, you didn't do it in the TV show."
Yeah,
it doesn't work like that, bitch.
It's they think because you were the guy killing in the game, is that you're like, oh yeah, no, I need to do this in real life. And if that's the case, if you feel that way, there's something wrong already.
There's an issue.
Yeah, it's a totally. Video games weren't like your gateway to it.
No, it's not like.
Not at all.
I mean, again, and I'm sure it is for some, but that's problem in their head. You know, they go, man, I've been thinking about. I don't even want to mention it. I'm not even going to talk about it. But
I don't like it.
So that whole shit, that's so stupid, and I just can't believe that people still say dumb shit like that. It's unbelievable.
Well, it's like it's gonna. That's the other thing. It's like it's gonna. Everyone watching is gonna be like, "No, you're right."
Oh, well, yeah, they're a huge news source, and now this is a fucking this idea they're putting in people's heads.
News sources are like everything's. I don't know. When I was younger, it seemed like there was like maybe 10 news sources. Oh, didn't it feel like there was only like 10 people trying to tell you the news? Maybe even less.
Oh yeah, I'd say less.
And now. There are so many different news outlets, it's unreal.
Yeah.
So it's like, I mean, the game is changing so fucking fast.
The world.
The
entire world, yeah.
Is changing how they do almost everything.
Yeah.
And there's just people who are still stuck in the like, I don't know if it's like, it's almost like clickbait, but for TV. Like going with that crazy headline. Is
I mean, I'm sure this happened in newspapers. You know, you get the big headline, and then you read it, and you go, "Well, not really," but you just got me to read your fucking article, so you win.
Because it's like the PewDiePie thing. Over a year ago when they were saying he was a Nazi.
Yeah. Oh, I mean that was.
But that's the same.
Insane.
That's the same thing. It's like just grasping because your thing is failing or it's dwindling.
Yes.
And you're just like fucking go like. Sure, we'll throw this out there, just to get
if that keeps us up for an
effector, people that come and see will be in the news about us, will be talked about more, and it's just like, give it up, man. Like you know that you're just trying to say crazy shit just to get a reaction,
right? Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, like you said, the world's changing. We need to figure it the F out.
And I guess to go back to the very beginning, video games are okay. Like,
it's dope.
Yeah, kids.
And I don't know. I've wanted to say this, and I haven't found a way. But with the whole like traditionalist people and whatever, the thought of like let's say our age people that still are in this with that idea. It makes me think of, for some reason, like, why do you think that? But then my brain goes, why do? It's those people are the type of people that who picks up a cigarette in this age.
It's true, yeah.
You know the problems that cigarettes can cause, and who's picking one up? I go, are you an idiot? Are you an idiot? And that's the same way I feel about like, you don't see this technology wave coming and all this stuff, and you're saying it's not real or what? It's like...
Well, it's almost like they don't want to embrace it. And I guess it's also... It's like,
well, it's a change.
Yeah, it's a change.
And it's hard.
Everybody gets stuck in their ways, and I get that. But it's also like... It's not necessarily a bad change, but they're grasping on everything that they've heard that's bad about it.
And any change people don't like.
To keep it like, okay, that's why I'm not going to do it.
And they don't do their research. Like I said, I want to stay knowledgeable about what's coming in the future. Some people just don't give a shit. Mm-hmm. And so they grab that first headline and they form their opinion right then and there. And they go, there's my one piece of evidence. I don't want the change.
And whenever I talk to somebody about it, that's what I'm going to fucking say first. I'm just going to fucking keep hammering it there. And it's like, what else do you have to say? It's like, nope, that's the one thing I heard. And it's terrible.
And I'll hit you.
You can't beat me.
And I'll hit you with the facts, reality, and 50 combative real stories or pieces of evidence, and you just say, yeah, but this actually was the case.
Yeah, like you just and the other thing is that person's gonna jump on eventually, probably most likely.
They have to, as long as they're alive for.
And because also the way you're gonna be forced to do something differently eventually. Like eventually your standard cable boxes, someone's like clinging on to.
It's gonna
go
gone.
You're gonna have to go through something else. You're gonna have to do something a different way.
Guaranteed to happen with a VCR, a record player.
Well, vinyls are like
they're coming back.
Well, that's the thing. It's like people are still nostalgic about
vinyls are still the best sound quality.
True, it's the closest to original recording.
But I don't think anyone's popping in VCRs because they're nostalgic. VHS tapes.
True.
They're like,
100%. Yeah.
Damn, I love that. Let me get that quality.
But then again, people put the fucking filter on stuff.
Yeah,
because it's kind of like a
that's older film.
It's like a nostalgic thing.
I don't see nobody
putting. Look at this cool.
I don't see anyone putting my orange Rugrats VHS. There's no filter on that. It's just shitty quality.
Yeah, it's just low. Fucking
people put the fucking
pixels.
film strip filter over their picture of their ass.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, look, my ass is in the 50s.
Yeah.
Like it.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's different. Yeah, that's funny.